Hello everybody, Kieran here with Explorminate, and welcome to what's going to be my little Let's Play series for Endless Space 2, the Vaulters DLC. Now, not really planning on doing a full playthrough just because this is more of a preview series, so I wanted to show off the beginning of the game, kind of how that plays and such. But before we get in there, a few things to cover. First off, this beautiful screen and this beautiful ship. This is your carrier class if you will play as the Vaulters, and boy is she a beauty. But enough with ships. We're gonna look over those and drool over them enough here in the coming minutes. Let's do a new game here. I don't know why we're selected as Riftborn. That's literally the last thing we want to do. Endless pirates. We're actually going to leave everything just base for this vanilla playthrough. So Vaulters, I know there was a request to kind of cover some of the faction traits and whatnot. So I wanted to spend a moment going over that. So metafolding, this is their faction affinity. They can build portals, which I covered in my little preview series. So all this basically is they can build these portals anywhere, and it is the most efficient route between two systems. I mean, if you read the text, basically it's just saying the portals are going to supersede anything else because they're going to win. For the Vaulters, some of their effects, so they have the political opinion of scientists, so very science focused. They have, of course, the damage to attackers during battle and +1 science. And then if we jump in with a few of these, so they also get the Sisters of Mercy as the minor faction they begin with, which is essentially just really good defensive units again, except they float religiously with a little bit of an approval. So a little variation, but they're very similar to the way that the Vaulters are built. They are involuntary nomads, so I think we covered this as well. You've got your super colonizer, which is your ship. Um, they start out as a colony, not an outpost, and then you get the bonuses. Material expertise. This is another faction trait. That is what allows you to use strategic resources in the system for development, not just luxury resources. And then they are Corsairs. So the privateer action is improved and unlocked from the start. Haven't actually used that, but essentially it allows you to disguise your guys as pirates and go out fighting. They're going to be able to do that a little easier and a little quicker than everyone else. And then the starting situation, you are a Federation and you're scientists. So, and I think we've covered, well, I haven't covered the classes, but that's just the ships as normal. Select the Vaulters. And yeah, we'll dive a little bit more into some of the faction abilities if there are any here in just a moment. I think that pretty much covers it. Let's see. Allowed custom factions. Nah, we're just going to play as is. So let's get started with the Let's Play, shall we? So I decided to skip the little intro cinematic. If you need to watch it, go to YouTube. Didn't want to use up time for that with these videos. So this is your beginnings screen. Talks about the Argosy is our ship, and as well, just it's their backstory in a paragraph. So we're gonna skip past that. We did discover the minor civilization, the Pulsos. They're basically an offset of what are they called? I don't remember. The religious guys. They start with the letter V. Bulgians. Completely pulling that out of nowhere. Anyhow, so in the little cinematic, you probably remember the ship was out of power. Then it goes past this thing and it gets like generated up, and you're like, sweet. This is where they start, because that's where they wake up. That's where their ship was saved. The Argosy found that and was like, okay, cool, let's do this. We're not gonna die. So, you always start this way with a few planets you can move to, which is kind of an interesting situation. We're gonna go to Aldebaran, we'll call it. Let's get you over there. Excellent. And let's colonize. We'll skip past the nice little introduction for the planets because there's only one we can colonize. Terrible production. That's going to be great. That's going to be excellent. um, Interesting start. Can't say I love it, but we get a boreal planet. Some nice little friendly glittery bite doggy things there. Neural network and the cerebral reality. So we have 25. So not grand, but it's okay. And then at your starting, you're gonna have 2 Vaulters and then the Sisters of Mercy. So Amplitude really isn't kidding. Like the plus 20 damage to attackers during ground battles. I'm not sure if that's like per round. I've never spent too much time with the ground battles. It's kind of just eh. It's not any worse than other 4X space games, but it's definitely not any better. So that will be nice though. Let's just check in with the faction, or sorry, the Empire traits real quick. Just go over these. So we covered most of these. Again, there was that request. I want to make sure we look at that real quick. Sisters of Mercy, we covered that. Involuntary Nomads, that's their colonization type, how that works. Material Expertise, again, the strategic resource. Corsairs we covered. So they do have Black Thumb 2, so less food production on systems. Core Worlds, they get plus 10 on systems while under the colonization threshold. So that's really nice, as long as I stay under my approval, well, 6 now, obviously that can increase. Really going to be easy to keep your people happy. It's going to give you an extra bonus. You start with Xenobiology, which is a scientific trait. Makes sense, they're science focused. And then you get the rare earth foams. So this is just going to be, lets you to colonize Mediterranean planets, and you get a support module, the British Analyzer. So there you have it. I think that covers it. Nothing's been changed. This is literally turn 1, so sometimes these Empire traits may alter, perhaps. I mean, you could customize it. I guess I'm trying to think. There are certain quests I've had that give like a Empire-wide 20% bonus. I'm not sure if that would show up under Empire traits. I think it would, but this is where you start. So enough there. We're in this nice little kind of teal galaxy, it looks like. We did discover some Eden incense, some red sang. We do have Petrovjuka. Let's inspector. We're going to show off the Vaulter tree. So he's an overseer, which obviously is going to work towards like more colony branch stuff. The Vaulter skill trees, though, let's cover these. They're kind of cool. So you can do Resource Scrounger. This is going to give you Titanium and Hyperium by default. Half a turn, you upgrade it to 2. Some extra fleet movement. Second tier, we've got extra vision on the fleet, which could be useful. I don't know if I'd pick it over other things, but situationally that might be good. Also, some extra bonus. I think that's a 20 then 30% bonus to science on the system. Again, that really plays into their scientist focused. The native recruits, you get extra damage to attackers and extra defender health. So that's really good for like a frontline world you're wanting to defend, maybe a core world. That's pretty significant. And then you can get hull damage reduction. So if you want to spec them towards an admiral, they can. But again, if you keep them on the ground, this is pretty useful, or you could go for obviously some other skills here. And at the end of the line, we got resource scanning. So if you're the political leader, you get 5% science per strategic deposit on a system, or on systems. So I think that would stack. If I'm thinking that right. So if you have like 2 in one system, you'd have 10%. If you have 3, 15% be system by system. And then on the system you're assigned to, it's an extra 10% per strategic deposit. So potentially, if you had like 4 strategic resources in the system, which isn't unheard of, I've definitely seen that. I'd say that's kind of a little bit better than average. You could potentially, walk away with a 60% science boost. If you're able to focus that as a scientific system, that's really big. So there's some synergies working in there. And Faring, what are you going to do, buddy? Let's send a drone this way. And then let's start flying this way. I want to see what... Ooh, need some technology, of course. You assign to home system, please. And then science. Jump over to less science. Might as well grab, well, actually, can't colonize anything else because they really need to let you just see what those are without zooming in anymore. I would like it so arid, lava and ice. I don't think any of those are very close. Yeah, we're not going to worry about, because I was going to say maybe we'll do food. I like to start with resource techs to have an idea where they are. Might not need them as much late game, but they're important early game. Ooh, Shaddai, that'd be good, possibly. It's a little bit out of the way. Let's fly, little friend. Ooh, Wasat. And send the probe. You go north. Next turn it is. So just researching along as normal here. So the Argosy will be ready in 2 turns. So remember, this is our only ship to colonize with. But we still got 2 turns. And as you can see, like, I don't feel like you're penalized at all because that's your only colony ship. If anything, I feel like you colonize a little quicker. At least I think I'm able to go quicker than I would otherwise. Ooh, this looks like a nice system. Dream. What do we got? Pull through these real quick. Ocean, ice, Arctic, science, science. I don't know. And then production, burning. That could be a pretty well-rounded system, I think. Maybe we should head that way. Alright, so solo quest. This is basically your quest, and I'm let's read through it. Why not? So we left Argia millennia ago, but it feels wow. But to us, it feels like yesterday. Slumbering in our pods aboard the Argosy, time was only marked by cold, fleeting dreams drawn out over centuries. Upon awakening, I could still remember a million details of the day of our departure. The biting winter wind, the smell of the ash fires along the route to the vessel, the bone-shaking rumble of the engines as we speared into the icy depths of space, and our gear receded to nothing. Most of all, the guilt, black and heavy in the pit of my stomach, for the kin we left behind. I might have been overwhelmed by these memories had it not been for the crisis that greeted my waking. Our carefully restored craft, the life-saving Argosy, had suffered a grievous wound. Some cataclysmic explosion had knocked us off course, playing havoc with our systems. Opbot, brave, loyal Opbot. Yeah, he's still my favorite. And you can recruit him as a hero, which is pretty cool. Haven't got that yet, but look forward to seeing how good he is. Um, so Opbot did everything he could to avert the catastrophe and get us back on course. But even its heroic efforts weren't enough, for eventually the power failed and we were left to drift. It is nothing less than a miracle that we awoke circling the endless ruin adrift in space. Our priority was settling a world and surviving. Even if this planet is not home, it will at least be a refuge. And so here we are, possibly safe, and yet immediately plunged into another crisis. For no sooner have we planted the Vulture flag into this alien soil than we lost our talisman, the ancient machine who saved so many of us by guiding us through the long night. Oppbot has disappeared. We scoured the local caverns and crevices, the cliffs and the bogs, the treetops scanning the wilderness, but the truth is even stronger. As we do skim, I hear news from the base. Even the rushing wind and the radio crack unable to distinguish or disguise the words. One of the interstellar shuttles is missing, the voice says. Opbot must have left the system. So, kind of interesting. Whenever he went, he's still the most intriguing part of everything to me for these guys. Build 4 scientific star systems. You get 100 deciduous trees. I love that. They're deciduous with dust. Or we can get some titanium. I'm going to go with seekers because deciduous, the plus 60 dust on a system, I think that's a little better personally. So we're going to go with that. And the Argosy is ready. So let's get ready with ya. Let's do a little bit of exploring maybe. I think that might be good. This is going to be a dead end. Okay. Well, so be it. Send a shuttle this way, and a shuttle that way, and a shuttle that way. Just everybody gets a shuttle. And that's forever and a day away. Oh well. Just trying to find where I want to get those valuable 6 systems in before it's too late. Colonize Ash, colonize Ice. Well, those are forever and a day away. Yeah, we're going to grab this because I want to be able to... I think these guys would be pretty good. 5 on an anomaly. Get some extra for curiosity discovered. I like that, the industrious focus. Let's make first contact. Hello. We're not here to eat ya, so don't you worry. Okay, I found some other systems here. Go this way. Argosy, I want to see. Nothing too great. Found some space potatoes, a neutron star. This is actually not the best start. That's how these usually seem to go, but we did discover the Eider. They're relic peddlers, so dust per curiosity discovered on Empire. Oh. That can't... Oh no, that's a faction trait. Okay, I was thinking for a second, that can't be per population. No, that's a faction trait. Interesting. We'll see where they are, where they end up. Not super crazy for them. Ooh, this system though. I do like this system because it gets me my Jade Onyx. I love that stuff. Have to colonize Savannah though. Oh, we get a lot of it. Poor deposit, average deposit. Because if I remember right, let's look at my... Oh, that's plus 60 per system. Oh. That's still good. I'm getting all down on it. So what would we need for it? Oh, we can colonize one thing. Okay. So, it's actually just... Oh, I need warp. There's no path leading to this node. I need warp. Warp, where is you? That's like, the game's like, which one are you talking about here? Not that one. It's definitely not that one. Where is it? Free movement for all ships. We'll sack that up. So in 5 turns, we'll be able to head over there. Guess I could explore until then. I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna get anywhere in time though. We're just gonna chill. And definitely, this is fertile. And we'll leave it for now. Yeah. Just trying to get my production up. Yep, there's our tech. Let's fly our ships around if they will, ever so nicely. And in 3 turns, we're going to fly over and colonize this system in the middle of literally nowhere just because of Jade Onyx. I'm trying to think if there's anything else to show off with the Vaulters. I mean, the way Amplitude not discovers their games, designs their games, it's all about the subtle differences. Now, I have waited the most turns I need, so my Golden Age will last 15 turns. And according to this, it increases 2.2 every turn, so not too shabby. But that is one reason to wait rather than pay the bonus to penalize. The bonus to colonize early. Wow, this is just everywhere. Thank goodness I got portals. Because if you wait longer, it's gonna pay off, and we're gonna wait on that. Make sure I go to yes, 1 turn. And the Argosy has a really good movement too. I think I should point that out. It's definitely worth pointing out. Wow, I can colonize 3 places there now. That's gonna be great. So that helps it get around, especially where I'm waiting to colonize this ideal system. Oh, it's pirates down there. Hello, pirates. Let's show off pirates a little bit more, because I know there's some questions. So, as you support them, their next fleet is stronger. It improves your standings with them, and it also increases the pirate power gain. So right now, that means I go from poor to a little bit happier. This is the different levels. As you pay them, they get stronger. And so by default, They just have, well, whatever this is, 2,000 health. This small ship that attack that defense. Get them enough, they get bonus movement, bonus health, and then bonus fleet health on garrison. So, from what I've seen, the pirates don't get that strong. And as you can see on normal setting, like this is almost nothing. Like, unless the computer is just hyper aggressive and really wants to just knock your face in, like, I don't really see it being a problem. Which is kind of a problem because I personally want to buy pirates off. So, I would suggest maybe not your first game, but definitely not that far down the road, crank that pirate level up as much as you can. No, let's go past the pirates. Thank you. Keep on flying. Just keep swimming. And let's check in on this. Do we want to activate ship cost? This would be good. System improvements cost less. System improvements, yeah. That's anything, right? Because this would be a system improvement. Yeah. Excellent. So that's actually really nice. It's going to speed that whole thing up. Let's go with science then. We do like our science. And we're going to get ready to colonize our second location here in a second. Brought to you by Jade Onyx. Loosely associated with the Cravers, but we'll look the other way this time since we want to take advantage of that. So very average planet. Less than average, so tiny and small. The population like on that. 6 and 5. Oh, there's only one different. Monsoon, Savannah, small temperate. Just looking at some. Oh, they're both temperate. Doesn't matter. 6, 4, 4, 6, 5, 5. Oh, well, this is better, definitely. Did not see the difference. It does have the poor deposit, but that's okay. We can make do. And not able to build the portal. We do need those basic resources. That's okay. So see our bonus is gonna, oh, get out of my way. Ice anomaly. Extra science. Trying to show this thing here, game. So Golden Age, like I think I showed in the last video, we've got that for 15 turns, now 14, that just make everybody very happy and boost all the effects in this system. So things build very, very fast. We can improve food. What do I want to go for? Snow, steppe. I should look at what else it gives with anomalies. That would probably be a little better off, although resource output. I still don't feel like 120% with the tech tree in terms of like where I know I want to go. So we'll be looking over this a bit. Oh, we'll go Astro Finance. I love the bonus per luxury deposit for people. That's really nice when you're able to find those. So cooperative quest. Backtrack the past of the heroes by exploring 5 atmospheric curiosities. The winner gets a lot. I mean, early game, 30 Hyperion's pretty good. And we ran into the Unfallen. Those darn Unfallen. I swear, you can't get rid of them as much as we'd like to. And we're going to go this way and head back, because I'm going to start using him to explore some of those systems. And I do think I would like these. Do I want their world? Do I like their world? Where are they at? Wow. It's not a bad system. Some pretty high science. Some good anomalies. Yeah. I think we like their planet enough to praise them. As to hopefully get them to join us. And let's take 2 more turns here. We'll go to turn 20 and I think call it at that point. Don't want to make this too long. Hopefully you're having fun watching it. I'm going to keep these coming out, especially a lot more pre-release. We'll see if there's an interest for them afterwards. But mostly, I mean, I know how it is if you're excited for a game and you can't play it yet because it hasn't come out. I love me some YouTubers, and so I'm just trying to provide that that healthy outlet for you to wait until You can get your hands on this game if you're looking for that. We are definitely going to do the production to get that free resource. I don't think that's as long-term of a pick. If we look at some, let's look at a few of the other options. I mean, that's a little bit better long-term, and that's actually really good. I didn't think about that, to grab that for growth, especially where the Vaulters suffer. They have the decrease. It's not like a debuff necessarily, but it's one of those anti-bonuses, as I call it. Some people just call anti-bonuses negatives, but we call them anti-bonuses here. Grab that to see if we find anything on the planet we're on. I don't really want to waste time with the other planets since I can't colonize them yet. At least in my view, that's a bit of a waste. We could get ships, but I don't really feel a need for it yet. Let's go. Kaboom. 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 Why not? It's 6 turns and it opens up a few more planet colonization types for me. Might be helpful. We'll see. You get this prefertile and temperate. And we colonized you. And let's go sustainable after that. I want to make sure I utilize the bonus as much as we can. We'll remain science, tests, skip through this sort of. You've seen this. We get trusted brokers. Interesting. That's cool. I don't play pacifist very often, but that's nice to see the diplomatic decrease. And then movement points on ships. Could be pretty good. One thing to mention with, what do we get? Oh, Hyperion. Excellent. And we get an event. I didn't really want those guys to show up, but whatever. I did look to see like, oh, does it regenerate quicker if you stay colonized and things? Don't think so. Although, let's see if it slows down if you're not in a home system. I haven't actually looked at that. I just know it doesn't if you care. Nope, it doesn't. Okay, that's good. It just refuels and refits on its own. So the nice thing with that, you're not like having to camp it at a base. I would wondered if that might be something. And oh my goodness, look at us. We are just skipping past stuff faster than we should. Let's get some dust and some transport. I think that might go down. And by goodness, we just a neutron star. We played past turn 20. So my apologies, but not really. Hopefully that was worth an extra turn we snuck it in there. And you know what? We're going to use this because why not? Lava, arid, ice. I think ice is coming, I want to say. If not, we'll see if there's something cool. Let's check it out. Hyperion loot. Cool. All right. Well, thank you for watching, guys. We'll keep these coming. And as always, appreciate you watching. Let me know if there's anything else you want me to try to pick out in the gameplay or bring forward. But yeah, I think we covered the faction traits. Pirates kind of suck, at least at normal. So I'm going to play around with my personal gameplay, cranking the difficulty up and see how that is. I might comment on the next video with that. So thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.